So today my revision is for geography. The topic is manufacturing industries. मैंने एक बार ये पढ़ लिया है और इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स है वो मार्क कर लिया, बट ये सेकेंड रीडिंग चल रही है एंड इसमें मैं बहुत शॉर्ट तरीके से चीज़ें कवर करूँगी. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, types of industry. Okay. On the basis of capital investment, labor force and industrial classified as large, medium and small scale and corporate industries. And on the basis of ownership, industries are categorized as public sector, private sector and joint cooperative sector. And public sector enterprises are government state controlled companies, and there are industries are also classified on the basis of use of their products, such as basic goods industries, capital goods industries, intermediate goods industries and consumer product goods industries. And on basis of raw material used with them is agriculture based industries, forest based industries, mineral based industries and industrially processed raw material based. We come forward, we see the nature of the manufacture of products. 8 classes of industries, that is metallurgical, mechanical, engineering industries, chemical and LED industries, and textile industries, food processing industry, electrical generation, electronics and communication industries. Sometimes you also read about food industries. And there's a question, why is there no iron and steel industries in UP and Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat? And this is, I think, because of the availability of raw materials, power, market, transport, labor. These all should be available near the industries. So location of industries is influenced by the several factors like access to raw material, power, market, capital, transport, labor, etc. And we come forward, we found the iron and steel industries are located in either near coal fields or near source of iron ore, जैसे भद्रवती, भिलाई, राउरकेला. Similarly, the industries based on perishable raw materials are also located in raw material sources. Now, power provides the motive force for mechanics. That's why
power is also possibly there in the industries. And of course, market matters most. The cotton textile industry is one where they using raw material and is generally located in large urban centers such as Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Surat. And there will be petroleum refineries and transport of crude oil is easier, and several products delivered from them are used as raw material in other industries. That is Kayali, Mathura and Brown refineries are a typical example. And again, transport and river. These two are the main source where industries are located. Transport should be easier and cheaper. For example, railway route, roadways route. And of course, there should be availability of labor. Skilled labor, not only labor, skilled labor. That's what we're talking about. Now, if we go back to the history, we find that industrial policies and industrial policies, that is being democratic country aims at bringing about economic growth with balanced regional development. And the establishment of iron and steel industries in line after based on decision to develop backward areas of the country. At present, government of India provides a lot of incentives to increase locating in backward areas. The major industries of India, that is iron and steel industries, raw material besides iron ore and coking coal essential for iron and steel industry are limestone, granite, manganese and pyrite. All these raw materials are gross weight losing, therefore the best protection for the iron and steel plants is their source of raw material. In Chhattisgarh, northern Odisha, Jharkhand, West Bengal are rich high-grade iron ore, good quality of coking coal and other supplement raw materials are available. Then integrated steel plants generally ISCO and Vishwasurya Iron and Steel Works Center (VISL). The first within Mumbai Kolkata railway line, and it's near the rivers Suvarnaka and Kar to provide water to the plant. And of course, if you talk about ISCO, the Indian Iron and Steel Company, they have first factory at Yawar, Nekon, Direct Polity, and it's a wire unit at Burnpur, West Bengal. All the three plants under ISCO are located very close to Damodar Valley coalfields, Rani and Cheria, and iron ore comes from the same in Jharkhand. It is obtained from the Bhakra River, tributary of the Damodar. All the plants are located at Kolkata Assansol railway line. Okay. मतलब खास फीड कर रही हूँ क्योंकि ये मैंने पढ़ा हुआ है, बस मैं रिवाइज करना चाहती हूँ और मैं सोची कम टाइम में रिवाइज हो जाए, क्योंकि ये मुझे इट्स नॉट लास्ट टाइम आई एम रीडिंग दिस, मुझे एक बार और पढ़ना है, फिर एक बार और पढ़ना है, इस तरह से मुझे रिवाइज कंटिन्यू रखनी है. ये इज द मैप about the ability of transport. all the railway routes are here, and we can find that besides railway routes, there are so many industries located. These all are the maps around the railway routes.
जिसमें से एक आता है ये हिंदू एनालिसिस, हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर, जिससे मैं थोड़ा थोड़ा करके रोज़ पढ़ती हूँ एंड मैं लिखती हूँ जो भी इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट है। जैसे कि ये 12 मई का जो इम्पोर्टेंट आर्टिकल है वो, एंड जो इम्पोर्टेंट एडिटोरियल है वो छोटे छोटे फॉर्म में। देन 13 मई का, एंड फिर यहाँ पे मैंने लिख रखा है आज का। वैसे तो काफ़ी स्ट्रगल करना पड़ता है हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर को पढ़ने के लिए, क्योंकि समझ में नहीं आता है क्या लिखूं और क्या छोड़ूं। बट मुझे जो समझ में आता है मैं वो लिख देती हूँ। एंड वैसे मुझे अभी हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर स्टार्ट नहीं करना था, बट मैंने सोचा कि थोड़ा थोड़ा करके मैं लिखूं ताकि जब मैं आंसर राइटिंग करूं तो ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम ना हो मुझे। So here the first article is about the cancer immunotherapy that may reshape brain barrier to metastasis. Yes, it's belong to science and technology. Another one is also belong to science and technology. How new fossils, latest technology are tracing the origin of snakes. And then reviving up immune cells might help to fight HIV. These three are from science and tech. And then this one is from environment and ecology. Nicobaris propose the 3 wildlife sanctuaries. ये कॉन्फ्लिक्ट काफ़ी टाइम से चल रहा है अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड पे। जो ट्रैवल कम्युनिटीज़ है वो उन्हें मंजूर नहीं है गवर्नमेंट के कुछ प्रपोजल्स, तो उसी के अकॉर्डिंग ये आर्टिकल मेंशन हुआ था हिंदू में, जो कि एक स्क्रैप डिसीजन है। और जो आइलैंड है मेरू एंड मेंचाल आइलैंड, उस पर कुछ वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज की बात हो रही थी, जो कि ट्राइबल कम्युनिटीज़ ने इस प्रपोजल को रिजेक्ट कर दिया। एंड द एडिटोरियल पार्ट is about just war, power and balance, modern conflict. It's about the balance of power and the issue of self-defense, and it's belong to international relation, and it's about the West Asia war. This in a very short form, and this one is from the. Hello guys, welcome back to my study vlog. Well, I was in a vacation, so couldn't manage to make a video, but from today onwards I'm going to be punctual about the video, because that makes me confident about my work. So मैं per day 3 subjects 3 targets सेट करती हूँ खुद के लिए, एंड आज का जो टारगेट था वो पॉलिटी, देन जोग्राफी, एंड फिर न्यूज़ एनालिसिस। हिंदी न्यूज़पेपर को रीड करती हूँ और फिर जो भी इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट होता है उसे मैं नोट कर लेती हूँ। सो आज मैंने इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एट वर्क क्लास 11th की बुक है। इसमें जैसे मैंने ऑलमोस्ट 7 चैप्टर कंप्लीट कर लिया है, नो एक्चुअली 8 चैप्टर कंप्लीट कर लिया है, एंड आज का गोल था मुझे इस 9 चैप्टर को कंप्लीट करना था, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एज अ लिविंग डॉक्यूमेंट, जो कि मैंने कंप्लीट कर दिया है। एंड किसी टीचर ने मुझसे कहा था कि जो भी मैं पढ़ूँ कोशिश करूँ कि मैं एक बार रिवाइज़ कर लूँ लास्ट में कि क्या मैंने पढ़ा है। So it's time to revise. ये मैं ऑलरेडी रीड कर चुकी हूँ, तो मैंने इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट भी, जो इम्पोर्टेंट लाइन्स थे वो सारे मार्क्स कर रखे हैं. सो मार्क्स. Now this constitution as a living document is related to the Indian constitution that can be amended according to the needs of the time, and through many such amendments have already taken place. The constitution has remained intact and its basic premises have not changed, and the judiciary has played an important role in protecting the constitution and also in interpreting the constitution. And the last this book covers the constitution is a document that keeps evolving and responding to changing situations. And this chapter is about the constitution. And if we talk about the constitution, that accept the necessity of modification according to changing needs of the society, and the working of the constitution has been enough flexibility of interpretation. But at the same time, constitution is not a frozen and unalterable document. It is a document made by human beings and may need revisions, changes and re-examination. And in this sense, it is an instrument that society creates for themselves. This dual role of the constitution always leads to difficult questions about the status of the constitution. So we can say that for future generation, we should respect this document. This document means the constitution as a document. We should respect this document. And here the book mentions the how to amend the constitution, and it's written in article 368 that parliament may exercise its constituent power amend by way of addition, variation or repeal any provision of this constitution in accordance with the procedure laid down in the article. And constitution to be flexible at the same time rigid. Flexible means open to changes, and this rigid means resistance to change. Remember this. Here it is also written that flexible means open to changes and rigid means resistance to change. The Indian constitution combines both of these characteristics. Yes. And how to amend the constitution? There is 3 ways to amend the constitution. The first one is similar to ordinary law, that is simple majority in parliament, as mentioned in some articles. And the second, majority in parliament in both houses as per article 368. The special majority should be there. And the third one is special majority plus legislature of half the state. This also is mentioned in article 368. So the wording here, it is written that the wording by law indicates these articles can be modified by the parliament without recourse to the procedure laid down in the article 368. For amending the remaining part of the constitution, provision has been able in article 368 of the constitution, and 2 methods of amending. One method is that amendment can be made by special majority, as I mentioned earlier, and the other method is more difficult, that it requires the special majority of the parliament and consent of half of the state legislature. Now again, these are some important lines that how rigid and complicated the amending process could have been. Sovereignty of elected representatives, that is parliamentary sovereignty, is the basis of the amendment procedure. I have talked about special majority, that motion or resolution or bill should get the support of the simple majority of the members of voting at that time. Here it is given the example. The voting in favor of the amendment bill should constitute at least half of the total strength of the House. And secondly, the supporters of the amendment bill must but it must also constitute 2/3 of its decrease.